Good evening. Well, the kids are back in school, days are getting shorter, we're slipping into fall, and when I think of fall, other than nice cooler weather, I also start thinking about those fall stews and soups and some of my favorite, the winter squash. So tonight we're going to do a stuffed butternut squash stuffed with Italian sausage, some dried cranberries, some nuts, and lots of good herbs. So we're going to start with butternut squash, and they're kind of hard to cut in half. You want to cut them in half. If you have that problem, if you can get a little off the end, off of each end, and put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, it is so much easier to cut in half. There we go. After 2 minutes, get it out of the microwave. It is going to be pretty warm, but you should be able to cut it easier.
Okay.
Imagine how hard it'd be if I hadn't put it in.
Maybe.
There we go. There we go. Now, cut a little too much off the end of this, so some of our stuffing may come out just a little bit. That's all right. It's going to taste just fine. If you don't have avocado oil, feel free to use olive oil. We're just going to baste the tops of these with that oil. And a little salt and pepper to taste. Now I've got my oven on up at hot. It's 400 degrees. We're going to take our 2 squashes, going to put them face down on a cookie sheet, flat pan in a hot 400 degree oven for 40 to 45 minutes. While our butternut squash is in the oven, we're going to take a half pound of, I use sweet Italian sausage. You can use mild, you can use hot, you can use just about any kind. We're going to brown it up, so it's going to take just a little bit. We're going to brown this up and make sure it's nice and fully cooked before we Add in our rest of our ingredients, doesn't take too long. Okay, it's almost all browned in here. We're going to next add about 3 cloves of garlic, minced, half a diced onion, and we're going to add about 2 cups of baby spinach. Don't pack it in there, nice loose spinach. Oh, it's starting to get away from me. And we're just going to let this heat up until the spinach starts to wilt. Ready? When we're good with that, we're going to add a half, it's very finely chopped, of rosemary, a tablespoon of finely chopped sage, and a chopped apple. Now I chose Granny Smith. You can choose a sweet one like a Fuji or a Gala. I prefer the Granny Smith. It's very tart, but there's a lot of other sweet elements already in this dish, so I thought it might be a nice contrast. And we're just going to let that cook 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just till the apples just start to get softened a little bit. Oh, I wish you could smell what I'm smelling here. Oh, it's smelling so good. We're about ready to add the last of our stuff. We're going to take the heat down, and 1/3 of a cup of dried cranberries, unsweetened or at least low sugar, and 1/4 cup of chopped pecans. All we're going to do is we're going to take it off the heat, and we're just going to stir it up and mix it, and we're going to just let it sit there until our butternut squash is done, at which time, of course, this is going to be our stuffing for it, and then we'll actually cook it the rest of the way. So we'll see you in about 30 more minutes. Okay, let's see how we are. Oh yeah, they definitely look done.
Not great.
I need to flip these. There we go. And we're going to scoop out some of the center here so we have room for our stuffing. Believe me, this squash is not going to go to waste. We'll do something with that here in just a bit. Front, and now we're going to scoop our stuffing into our squash. Because that you'll probably have more stuffing than you have room to put it in, and they are right. So I'm going to add this, what's left of the stuffing with the squash that we took out. And let's see if I can make a little bit of room here. These are going to go into the broiler. I've already got my broiler on high. Put that in for 5 minutes. Okay. Here they are. Very nice. This out of the way. Well, it looks like it's going to be fun to eat, like a big bowl of vegetables and sausage and cranberries. Looks hot. You can definitely taste the rosemary. I don't think it's overwhelming, but if you don't like that taste, you might use a little less of it. I'm glad I went with the Granny Smith apples, though. They are a nice balance with the cranberries, which are obviously sweet. And then we got the little crunchy pecans, and butternut squash, of course, is sweet. A little on the sweet side by itself. I like it. Try it. It's almost fall time. Time to bring out, start thinking about those soups and stews and our winter squash. A good way, not a lot of fat in it, it's healthy, and it's darn tasty. Give it a shot. See you next time.